It's so hard at the first couple weeks. I guess I got it off.
Yeah, you did. Or it comes off in bath or shower.
Aren't I 6 inches away from you? I just hate these things.
Because the room is so small, I
I
request
know.
that everybody keeps their mask on.
And I understand.
Yeah.
It is the most annoying thing. Don't you agree?
Well, you know, I've used
Or
it for
because
so
you-
many years during surgery that I kind of forget it's there.
Oh,
But
man,
for people who aren't used to it, and it looks like yours may be a material that is not easy to move air through.
I don't know, but it goes up in my glasses.
Right, and so you see how this one has a metal piece that you kind of push around your, you know what, I'm gonna have you try one of these. Okay, take yours off. And just put this right up against your nose and pinch it.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yep, and if you pinch it really close to your nose, that will help stop your glasses from fogging up. Yeah, just kind of pinch it like that.
Take your glasses off,
Yeah,
Claire.
exactly. Okay, now put your glasses back on, and it should be a lot better.
Okay.
And a little easier to breathe through that
Mhm.
than the other one? Yeah.
It's not annoying me as much.
Okay, well, that's yours.
Well, thank you.
And you
Because
can,
it just has been driving me nuts.
yeah, some of the homemade masks, they're made out of materials that are not super easy to breathe through.
But I didn't think they wanted you to breathe through it. I thought that was the whole idea.
No, the idea is that it captures any droplets that you're spewing out while you're talking or singing
Okay.
or coughing. So that's why they said, so that's not going to protect you from inhaling virus.
No. It's protecting people from me.
Exactly. Is mine, yep.
And I know that. I mean, I know that's what it's supposed to be, but boy, and of me of all people, because I wear a mask every night.
Mm-hmm.
You'd think I'd be used to it, but
Right. It is pretty annoying for people when you're not used to having to wear it. For me, it's just another day.
But see, we have to wear them around whenever we go out of our apartments.
Mm-hmm. And that's wise.
Yeah. And thank goodness we have had no problems in our building.
Nobody's-
Across the street, yes,
No
they have.
positives. Oh, okay.
But,
In the nursing home they have, you're
Yes.
saying. Yeah.
but, I am very suspicious about that because we took it says outside resident. I mean, it wasn't a resident of the place. It's somebody that came, I don't know, from the hospital or where, and probably didn't have a place to go and couldn't go home because of other people. I don't know what the reason was, but I mean, that's what we're there for. So anyway, they came, and since they've been there, they have died, plus 2 other people. And I'm sure that's how it came in, because we never had any problems before.
Well, I thought you said you didn't have any cases. where you-
Across the street. This is all
Oh,
across.
this was over at the
this is-
transitional
This is
care.
all across the street. yeah.
Oh, yeah, most likely.
I don't know, I mean, because they say it can be carried a long ways. And, just in the hallways and things like that. I've been wanting to ask, but there's very, very close-lipped. You don't-
About what, if it got in there from somebody coming from the hospital?
No, they just don't talk about it at all. I mean, they keep us informed of everything, but like 2 residents over there have died.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 nurses.
Have
2
died?
Yes,
From the nursing home part?
right.
Wow. From COVID?
Yeah,
Wow.
this is, because otherwise they're dying all the time, because that's,
Right, because it's a nursing home.
that's what it is. But, shouldn't say all the time, but I don't know how many monthly, but, I mean, that's just the natural thing.
Mm-hmm.
But, which I wondered from the beginning if, although we didn't have any at the beginning, had anything until the last 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it seems so
Suspicious.
because there was absolutely nothing to this person, whoever, male or female, I don't know, came. But then the letter we got yesterday, there was a parentheses, and it was saying out of the deaths, one of those was of people, one of those was the person that came in. So that's the reason I know that he died, or she died.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm
sure that they had them on a separate unit or something like that. But to hear that 2 of the nurses from your nursing home have died now, that's tough. From COVID.
But I don't know, but I don't know if they had come that way. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I just know that we get an update, but we don't have names or anything. I don't know who these 2 residents that I'm sure I know have died.
Well, you watch the obituaries, in the newspaper.
Yeah.
That's how you'll know.
Which I don't, so.
Well, it is, it's scary.
This is a terrible thing. I mean, come on. So, they've done a fantastic job, and then they started right from the beginning, which I think has been very important,
Mm-hmm.
that they didn't wait. And, our dining and everything is closed. We call in if we want a meal, and it's put outside of our door.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get all 3 meals if you want. I only get dinner,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't always get it, but, it's wonderful. They treat us like princesses and kings,
Yeah.
And we even got a long stem red rose for Mother's Day. And they've gone out of their way for us. They've really been wonderful.
Well, and it's nice to hear a success story from, now you're not in assisted living, you're in the independent living.
Oh, no, I'm just an independent.
Right, but even those, they're talking about all the congregant living.
Yeah.
And so.
Well, we're not allowed to.
Well, no, right now, I understand.
That's why we can't go down to that's why there's no dining at all, because that's where you would be really.
But that's what's been keeping you safe.
Oh, I know, and everything's on TV. Anything that we have is done. We have one channel, that's our channel,
Mm-hmm.
and we get everything there.
All the updates, you mean?
Well, updates, but also everything going on, and they play bingo on there. They do everything.
Fun.
They do everything on there.
So they're keeping people engaged even though you're still in your apartment.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Completely.
That's good to hear.
And that's what I said. They've just gone over like I do my exercises. They have this one exercise where you can sit,
Mm-hmm.
most of it,
Mm-hmm.
and at 1 o'clock every day. And it's the contact with people that's the hard part.
Now, are you set up with FaceTime or Zoom with your family?
You can be. I don't have anybody around here.
Oh, well, they don't have to be around here.
No,
That's
but
the beauty of it.
I talk to my kids,
Okay.
but no, I haven't seen them.
I had one patient who was a nurse at a nursing home, and she told me that they had even put a stop to the window visits. And that felt a little harsh to me.
Window visits?
Like people on the first floor, the families would come up and, And what it turned out, she told me the next time she was in, is it wasn't about the visits. It was about that people were passing things in and out of the windows.
Yeah, I could see that.
And she says anything that a family brings, we wipe it down, and then it sits in a room for a certain number of days before we bring it into the facility. She said, but they were passing food and passing things.
Oh, wow.
And so that kind of defeats the whole purpose of being quarantined.
Right. And as you're passing, you're touching, and you're probably giving hugs too.
I would assume if the windows are open.
If they're doing the other, they're probably doing that.
Right.
No, that's too bad. It's,
Yeah. But no, so that, it sounds like they've done a really good job at your facility.
oh, they have,
Except for
done-
the 2 nurses that they lost.
Well, yeah, and I don't know anything about that, except that it was in our, information.
Right.
We get these sheets. I don't know. I don't know if they were the ones working with the people, I would assume.
Or who
I
knows
have
where they
no-
got it, you know?
Yeah, I have no idea. I just, I read this and I thought, oh, you're kidding. So, it's, you wonder if, in some way, if instead of a bomb, this is something that China brought over here. You think of all these things.
Your mind goes to all kinds of theories, doesn't it?
Yes, I sit and I've tried to keep up on things, like the governor at 2:00 every day,
Mm-hmm.
and I've tried to keep up with this. There's a couple of women that have really been very informative on that at 2:00. When there's I don't know what they are, but anyway, they're very, very good. And I've been sort of impressed by our governor. I never even knew the name before, but I think he's really tried to keep things going.
Well, and the thing is, he's making his decisions based on the science.
Yeah.
And,
And my feeling of it is now, I can see where they can, now, I mean, come on now. Pretty stupid to let bowling alleys and tattoo places open first. I mean, come on.
bowling alleys?
Yeah, they're not essential.
And how do you stay 6 feet apart in a bowling alley?
Well, not only that, you put your hands in those balls that everybody has, and the shoes are just yucky. I mean, I don't.
I'm assuming it's only the hardcore people, and they would have their own shoes and
Well, you'd think
balls,
so, but
but
it's,
I don't know, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I haven't been there, so I can't tell you.
I don't know, but it doesn't seem like an essential.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other things, but I think that businesses, Now, you haven't really been closed at all?
No, we were closed to all but, let me have you turn your foot that way a little bit.
Look at my toes are all going cockeyed.
Yeah. We were closed, we were open only for urgent visits for about 6 weeks. And that would be like people with wounds, or I think
Yeah.
I broke my foot, or, like that.
Yeah.
And so that was good. We were keeping those people out of the ER. And now we've opened up, but, we're asking everybody to wear a mask. I'm waiting for my no-touch thermometer to come in, and we're gonna zap everybody at the front desk
Oh, really?
to make sure they don't have a fever. It's stuck somewhere in Hong Kong right now. I just checked yesterday.
Well, no, I check almost every day, like in the middle of the day to see if I have, I always run a low one.
Mhm.
That's just, I always have.
Mhm.
But, and I've had no problem. But I just, they've just really done a good job over there.
It sounds like it.
Like
Yeah.
everybody that comes in from outside has to have their temperature taken, and they have to answer the questions.
The screen, yeah.
And I'm meaning that's as staff as they come in the
Yeah.
morning and everything. I mean, they do that every day.
And that is good, yeah. All right, let's get these things thinned out a bit.
Why did they turn so funny, my toe?
It's just, well, you picked the wrong parents, so it's mostly genetics. So, it's because of your foot type and how the muscles have pulled over the years.
Well, and I was a hairdresser for so many years. You're
Standing.
standing on your, you know, hard
Probably
floor.
not in good shoes.
Well, I tried to do that, but you were on hard floors, and
Yep.
and I used to work 14, 16 hours a day sometimes. You had to be there when the people wanted to be there.
Exactly. Exactly.
All of that comes off, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah. Well, it'll come back though. It's, I mean,
Yeah, I know it comes back, but at least you have a little bit of relief.
yeah.
The one nice thing about this though is I don't have shoes on that often. Because I don't go out of my apartment. They bring me my food.
Yeah, that's true. But you should have something on your feet that gives you a little bit of support.
Oh,
You know, whether it's a pair of flip-flops that have support in it, or,
no, I just have socks. But I know what you're saying.
yeah. I mean, I've seen quite a few people in here over the last month with a lot of foot pain, like tendonitis pain.
Oh,
And I ask them what they're wearing on their feet at home, and they have no support. So,
yeah.
all right, so let's get this all cleaned up here a little bit. Now, are you lotioning?
Yep, I am.
Can you get down to your feet to put it on?
Yep, I put on that stuff every day. 3 times a day.
Oh, the capsaicin cream.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I put just regular lotion on the top part of my feet.
Okay.
It's really bleeding, so you got it good. That's,
That one? Yeah, I'll stop that
I mean,
before
I'm
you go.
just glad it. Now, if you put that clear stuff on, I'm going to have it on there for a long.
Nope, no clear stuff.
I wonder how long I had it on.
Yeah. So that
I
looks,
thought it was still on there.
yeah, this looks so much better after, we get some lotion on it. The skin looks better.
Well, I put lotion. I didn't put it on this morning because I knew I was coming here, and
Yeah.
I mean, I put it on the bottom, but I mean, I didn't put it on the top of my feet. Just plain lotion.
Yeah.
Well, once I got through that first, I don't know how long it was, couple weeks. that capsaicin,
Mhm.
after I really saw it through.
Mhm.
How many people see it through? I think that's the big problem.
Not a lot, because it hurts to put it on.
Oh, it's painful. Oh,
Yeah.
I
Little sting here.
well, I have enough sting that I don't think it's going to bother me.
So, yeah, it hurts to put it
Oh,
on.
it's
and
terrible. The first, I don't know.
So, like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a couple people in the village that says, I can't believe you use that. This one friend of mine who has some, sore feet and different things. She knows that I always am trying to find places to get it and stuff. And so she tried it one night. The next day, I get the tube that she had it on about 10 minutes, went to bed, and she got right up and took another shower.
Well, if you're not prepared for the fact that it's going to feel like you're putting hot pepper cream on your skin.
Well, I told her.
Yeah.
But they're just, it's just so funny because they have, and then I know this other lady, she said, oh, I tried that once. No, I can't use that, I can't. I said, well, it's the only thing that works for me.
Yeah. Now, there were 2 different kinds that you said.
Well, there's one that has the Z, that's capsaicin, that's the main one.
That's the one that you use?
Yeah, well, the other one doesn't work the same.
Okay.
The one with the S,
Okay.
capsaicin, it just doesn't work the same. That's like Walgreens brand.
No, well, capsaicin with an S, that's the name of the chemical that's in there.
Oh,
That's what makes the hot peppers feel hot.
well, they've done a good job,
Yeah.
because they are hot. Oh, man.
Yeah. Oops.
I forgot that they were peppers. I didn't realize till about 5 minutes ago that she was standing back here.
Surprise! Our videographer.
That she was standing back
Just
here.
keep going. No, keep going. Well, thank you for letting us do this video again.
Look at that, as long as you don't show my face.
No, your face is not in it.
As long as I don't have to, as long as I can keep them covered.
Okay, so
Thank you.
You're welcome. And
I'm so glad we didn't have to cancel again. They were getting longer
they
and
were.
longer.
They were pretty thick. Okay.